We tend to think of language as just, well, words. But there's this whole other layer, this hidden music that gives our speech its real power. It's the secret sauce that can turn a boring sentence into something that actually connects with people.
I mean, think about it. Have you ever had someone say something to you, and then someone else says the exact same thing, but it lands in a completely different way? One feels warm and open, the other just feels flat. The difference isn't in the words, it's in the melody. Take good morning, for example. Someone can say, good morning, and it's bright and cheerful, and you feel it. But someone else can say, good morning, and it's like they're just reading a line from a script. Same words, totally different worlds. And that, right there, is the power of intonation.
So, what even is intonation? Put simply, it's the rise and fall of your voice when you speak. It's like the invisible punctuation in our conversations. It's the music that tells people if you're asking a question, making a statement, or how you're feeling. It's this universal tool we all have.
Okay, so just like any great song, our speech is built from some basic notes. And in conversation, our two most fundamental notes are the rise and the fall. Let's break them down. First up, we've got what we can call the statement drop. This is probably the most common pattern you'll hear. It's when your voice goes down at the end of a sentence. It signals that you're certain, you're done with your thought, that this is a fact.
Just listen to this. I have to work late tonight. Hear that little drop on tonight? It tells the other person, this is a complete thought. This is the deal, end of story. There's no room for debate, no uncertainty.
All right, now let's flip it completely. We have the question lift. This is when your voice goes up at the end. And this little melody usually signals the exact opposite of the drop. It means uncertainty. It's an inquiry, maybe even surprise. You're looking for an answer.
For instance, are you leaving? That little lift on the word leaving is absolutely everything. It's what turns a statement into a question. It's basically an open invitation for a yes or no answer, all thanks to that final musical note.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Look at how intonation works for different kinds of questions. A yes or no question like, are you feeling okay? Goes up because you're looking for a simple confirmation. But a WH question like, how are you feeling? Actually falls. So why is that? Well, because the word how already does the heavy lifting. It already signals it's a question. So the melody can just resolve downwards, kind of like a statement.
Okay, so we've got our basic notes down pat. Now, let's get a little fancier. Let's see how we can start combining them to compose more complex, more nuanced melodies in the way we speak.
Let's check out a pattern you use every single day, making a list. When you list things off, your voice naturally rises on each item, which signals to the listener, hang on, there's more coming. Listen, I need to buy milk, eggs, and bread. See how it goes up on milk and eggs, but then finally falls on bread? That final drop says, and we're done. It's like a mini musical roller coaster in your grocery list.
But here's the real magic. Intonation isn't just about grammar, about where the commas and periods go. It's the primary way we show emotion. The melody of your voice can totally flip the meaning of a word. The tone, that's what tells the real story.
Let's just take one single word, really. If I say it with a rising pitch, really, it becomes a genuine question, full of surprise or even disbelief.
Now, what if I let the pitch fall? Really? Suddenly it's dripping with skepticism, right? A little bit of doubt.
And if I make it totally flat, almost monotone, really? Well, now we're deep in the land of sarcasm. I'm saying the exact opposite of what the word actually means. See what happened there? One word, three completely different melodies, and three totally different meanings. Your intonation is a direct pipeline to your emotions, and it broadcasts how you're feeling, happy, bored, angry, way louder than your actual words ever could. So let's pull all of this together. Why does getting a handle on this stuff, on mastering your own melody, actually matters so much in our day-to-day lives?
Because here's the bottom line. Using the right words will get you heard. But mastering the music behind those words, that's what gets you understood. It's the thing that lets a leader inspire, a teacher connect, or just lets your message truly land with a friend.
So the next time you speak, just pay a little attention to it, to the pitch, to the rises and falls, because you're not just talking, you're composing music. And the only real question is, what story is your music telling?